Did the Tinder girl message back last night?
Yeah. Oh. She said. She said.
Back again. After
I don't know.
You got a Tinder girl now?
What's her name? Hannah.
Let me see her picture.
Oh,
what was her name?
Hey, what was my line? What was my line last night?
Oh, that was a good one. Let's start.
Remember, what else do you have to offer good to eat besides yourself?
Oh, yeah.
What's the one you used to have about a mountain or something?
What?
Blake used to have
a mountain.
Yeah, he used to have about pizza in a mountain or some shit. What was your go-to?
It was always, do you want to get some pizza and fuck?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
She'd say no and be like, "What, you don't like pizza?"
I originally grew up on the eastern shore of Maryland, a little town called Greensboro. You know, I moved there probably when I was in 3rd grade. Anything before that I don't really remember, and I just remember growing up on the shore my whole life. My dad wasn't into hunting, none of my family was into hunting. My grandfather hunted when he was younger, but he passed away when I was at a young age. And it took me going to school and meeting friends when I was younger, and everybody hunted. That's just what they did. They were like, "Oh, you never goose hunted before, you never deer hunted before, like what are you doing? Like this is some of the best places in the world you can do that." And luckily I had some really good friends. They had the decoys, the land, all that, and you know, I just kind of absorbed every bit of it, and then just kind of kept meeting people, and then ended up getting on staff with a call company, which led me to meet all sorts of people all over the country, which included Blake. The roost is about 10 miles north of us. With the water shortage, instead of going south into the peanuts like they usually do in the roost, they're having to stay north. So there was probably, I'd say, about 10,000 birds in here last night. A big mix of specks, some snows, some Canada starting to show up on that last front. We're kind of set up in between 2 round bales of peanuts. Winds out of the southeast this morning, probably going to be about 7 to 10. Sun's going to be setting up directly to our right, so they should just have to come right into us. It should be pretty good. Kill him in the hole! Ooh, that's a good one.
Right side, straight up.
Good. Back. Here. You get giddy though. I look over like, "Oh, you're all right." You're just like. I tell you, it's a lot of the people that have never been on a guided hunt or been hunting at all, when they come out and something happens, whether it be a bird you shoot or the way that the birds decoy, or the amount of birds that you see or shoot, the expression on their face, because they've never experienced it before, and you know, they got this big wow face, or they're just lit up, smiling, laughing. It's like, wow, that's the first time that person has ever witnessed anything like that. And luckily, hopefully every day is like that, but I get to do it for a living. I get to do it every single day. That's their one trip a year that they come out and they get to experience it every year, or for the first time ever.
There you go, right there. Get up front! Good job, guys. Heel. Heel. Give. Good boy. Left side, get him. Back.
Adam, he's one of a kind dog. He's a good dog. Some days you can tell, like if he's, like for example, lately here we've crane hunted a lot, which I'm not going to take Adam on a crane hunt because one, you never know what could happen with cranes. Two, I've never hunted them with cranes, so I just said, screw it, whatever. He gets a little sluggish that first go around, but you whip him back into shape. But he, like, I don't know. That dog's got a personality like nobody else I've ever seen as far as, canine wise. You want a good dog to listen to everybody, but you want a great dog to listen to you. And Adam's really good at listening to you, which happened to be me. A couple of the other guys took him, they were like, oh man, he didn't want to do this, he didn't want to do that. And it's like, man, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta click with the dog, and Adam's one of those dogs that you can really click with. I'm gonna be sad when I have to give him back, or if I have to drop him off in Kansas to Corey at Double T. And might talk to him, hopefully when he retires. I was like, hey, I'll take first dibs if you want Adam to have a good home. Because me and him we're best buds now. He's a damn good dog.
My name is Sonia Reese. I live here in Ox City, Texas. I've been here all my life. I've been working with the Stanfields for about 3 years. I help show in the kitchen. I work from home during the day running a trucking company, Reese Freight Services, and then at night I come out here and do the afternoon cooking with her. I make enchiladas for the guides out here sometimes, or for the clients. It's one of my favorite things to cook out here. The guides really like tortillas, so we kind of spoil them with all that. I enjoy it out here. Everybody here is family. We all get along. We've met a lot of people along the way. Love just being able to cook for the guides as soon as they come in. Everybody's tired, hungry, and just getting everybody fed, having a full belly, it makes them all happy. It's just very interesting out here. You just never know what you're gonna hear, never know what you're gonna see.
Stoner knew Blake before I knew Stoner. So they had hunted together in Minnesota. Blake had been here about 2 years, I think. And then Stoner was like, hey, I think I might want to do this in the wintertime. Stoner had been doing hunts in Maryland and maybe some spring snow goose hunting. And Blake said he'd be a really good one.
I was riding around. I think Blake, it was I think it was his second year down here. Second or third year down here. And I called him on the phone and we were bullshitting, and he was in the truck with Jeff. And there was a younger guy that used to work here, and I don't think they were really complaining, but he had done something earlier that day and fucked up. And I said, well, hell, I'll come down there next year and work with you guys. And then basically Jeff called my bluff on it. There you go.
Get him! He's been out here 3 or 4 years now, and he's real stoic about things. He's a very hard worker. He's very good at what he does. He's one of the best waterfowl hunters in North America right now. He can kill birds no matter where he goes. Very, very good on a call, and he pays attention to the little details. So Stoner's a good one too. Just to see what they do.
All we need is about 2 of them to just... I don't know that I have it in me. I gotta talk to him.
Right side, burn him up! Hit him again. Good job, dog out.
You know, I come down last week, October, first week in November, and then Blake comes in a few weeks later. Both go back home at the end of January, beginning of February, catch that last little bit of Nebraska waterfowl season, and kind of starts all over again. The clock starts ticking again. When I first came down here, you know, obviously the podcast had just come out, so I felt like I kind of knew them. Not on a personal level, but I knew what to expect out of them, knew kind of how, you know, everybody acted. And then, obviously being good friends with Blake helped a bunch when I first came down, and, you know, they treat you just like family from the first day. You know, to here it is almost 4 years later, coming towards the end of this season, you know. They'll take care of you. Jeff, you know, I would say he's like a dad to us all, but since he's getting old in his age, he's more like the old wise grandfather that we all got. Then Michelle, she cares about us probably more than she cares about Jeff, honestly. If we mention something and it's in like just passing conversation, the next day you come to the lodge, it's there for you. She's like, oh, I heard you guys talking about this. I got this for you guys. And Jeff always gets on to her like, Michelle, you don't have to buy all those boys all that crap anymore. She's like, well, Jeff. And then just bicker and argue, but they're both awesome people. I love them both to death. Andy, he's become one of my really good friends, and Blake, Andy, and Zach, which Zach's Andy's brother. Those three are probably three best friends, you know, for the last, I guess, 6-7 years now. It is a work family, but it's more of a family than it is work.
The sensation you get when you hear that soft voice.
That's right.
Which, the sensation is my boner.
Could you please talk softer? I'm getting a boner.
Could you please talk louder? I'm hitting hard. All right, I'm going to take it.
Okay. This is Andy Sugar's first thing he bought in high school. He had enough money, he said. Back when they shot a bunch of Canada's here. It's for ass.